Carlos Yulo, Alex Eala share Athlete of the Year honors from phsportswriting.org. It marks the first time in over 2 decades that the Philippine Sports Writers Association will recognize male and female co-athletes of the year as it fates gymnast Carlos Yulo and tennis player Alex Eala. Manila, Philippines. Gymnastics star Carlos Yulo and tennis ace Alex Eala left their mark on the world stage in 2025. And in doing so, the two are going to be fated as Athletes of the Year by the Philippine Sports Writers Association, PSA, during its annual awards night on February 16 at the Diamond Hotel Manila. This marks the first time that the PSA named male and female co-athletes of the year since boxing legend Manny Pacquiao and golfer Jennifer Rosales shared the honor in 2004. Their exemplary performances on the international stage and, more importantly, the way they have inspired countless young athletes to chase their own path for greatness, are enough reasons to crown both Alex and Carlos as the year's top performers in sports, said PSA President Francis Ochoa, sports editor of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Yulo, 25, will capture the award for the second straight year after being the sole winner in 2024 following his double gold coup in the Paris Olympics. Proving he remains at the top of his game despite a long break that followed his historic Olympic campaign, Yulo won the floor exercise title in the Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championships for the 4th straight year on top of bronzes in all-around, vault, and parallel bars in South Korea. Yulo then won his 3rd gold medal in the Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Indonesia as he reclaimed his vault crown to go with a bronze in floor exercise. Meanwhile, 20-year-old Eala will bring home the Athlete of the Year plum for the first time following a splendid year that saw her rise to a top 50 player in the world. Her ascent began in the Miami Open, where Eala barged into the semifinals of the WTA 1000 event as an unassuming wild card following electrifying victories over Grand Slam champions Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, and Yelena Ostapenko. That Miami Open run allowed Eala to break into the world top 100 for the first time, an achievement that earned her direct entry into the main draw of Grand Slam events. After first-round exits in the French Open and Wimbledon, Eala finally broke through in the US Open, beating Clara Tauson in the opening round to become the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam main draw match in the Open era. Eala's other 2025 highlights included her first WTA Tour final appearance in the Eastbourne Open in Great Britain, her first WTA 125 title in the Guadalajara Open in Mexico, and her first gold medal in the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. Rappler.com. A year written in gold. Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala share Philippine sports' highest honor. In the grand tapestry of Philippine sports, 2025 will be remembered as a transformative year. One in which two exceptional athletes, Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala, not only shone individually on the world stage but also captured the hearts of an entire nation. Their unprecedented recognition as co-athletes of the year by the Philippine Sports Writers Association, PSA, marks a historic moment in Filipino sports lore, a dual celebration of excellence, perseverance, and national pride. The award, a rare shared honor. The PSA Athlete of the Year Award is considered one of the Philippines' most prestigious sports distinctions. It is presented annually by the country's oldest and most respected sports media organization, a collective of dedicated writers and editors who chronicle Filipino athletic achievement. Over the years, this honor has been bestowed upon legends such as Manny Pacquiao, Hidalin Diaz, and E.J. Obaina, each carrying the legacy of Filipino excellence into the global arena. But 2025 was different. In a rare twist of sporting fate, the PSA elected to name not one, but two Athletes of the Year, Carlos Yulo, the nation's premier gymnast, and Alex Eala, the young tennis ace rewriting Philippine tennis history. This shared accolade is significant. It's the first time in 22 years that the award was split between a male and female athlete, the last occasion being in 2004 when boxing icon Manny Pacquiao and golf star Jennifer Rosales shared the honor. Carlos Yulo, the golden standard of gymnastics. For Carlos Yulo, 2025 wasn't just another year. It was a continuation of greatness. Already a global star following his double gold heroics at the 2024 Paris Olympics, Yulo, often nicknamed Kaloy, has redefined what it means to be a Filipino gymnast on the world stage. Dominance on multiple fronts. Yulo's 2025 campaign was nothing short of spectacular. Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championships, Yulo captured his fourth consecutive gold medal in the floor exercise, a remarkable streak that spanned years of intense international competition. He also earned bronze medals in parallel bars, vault, and the all-around, demonstrating not only specialization but supreme versatility. FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships. On the global stage in Indonesia, Yulo once again reached the pinnacle of success by winning gold in the vault, affirming his reputation as one of the world's best. Additionally, he added a bronze medal in the floor exercise, reinforcing his consistency among the elite. In the fiercely competitive world of gymnastics, where tenths of points can decide legacy, Yulo's performances were not only medal-worthy but inspirational. They symbolized resilience, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. More than that, they reminded Filipinos that greatness is not an isolated event. It is a sustained journey. Eala, the rising torchbearer of tennis. While Yulo continued to consolidate his position at the top of gymnastics, Eala emerged as a force of nature in women's tennis in 2025. At just 20 years old, Eala's achievements represent a seismic shift, not just for Philippine tennis, but for Filipino representation in a sport historically dominated by athletes from larger, tennis power nations. Breakthroughs on the global stage. Eala's 2025 season can only be described as breakthrough. Miami Open, WTA 1000 event. Entering as a wild card, Eala stunned the tennis world by defeating top players, including former French Open champion Jelena Ostapenko, Australian Open semi-finalist Madison Keys, and five-time Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek before reaching the semi-finals, an incredible feat that electrified fans and signaled her arrival on the big stage. Wimbledon main draw debut. Eala became the first Filipino in the Open era to compete in Wimbledon singles main draw, breaking barriers and rewriting expectations. Guadalajara Open, WTA 125. She captured her first WTA title, further cementing her rise in the tennis world and proving that her Miami run was no fluke. US Open historic win. Eala made history again by becoming the first Filipino in the Open era to win a Grand Slam singles match, defeating 14th seed Clara Tauson. SEA Games Gold. Eala capped her year with a gold medal in women's singles at the Southeast Asian Games, ending a 26-year drought for the Philippines in that event. Eala's journey in 2025 was nothing short of revolutionary. She didn't just compete, she conquered, inspiring countless young athletes who now understand that Filipinos can win on tennis' biggest stages.